If you think saving is the way to get rich, I'm sorry, but you're doing it wrong. Keeping money in a savings account is like trying to fill a leaky bucket. It will never get full. Robert Kiyosaki already said it. The key to financial freedom isn't saving, but investing and avoiding the mistakes most people make without even realizing. In this video, I'll show you the 30 things you should never do with your money. If you're tired of feeling stuck, watching your money disappear, and seeing your dreams slip further away, stay with me until the end. The solution is right here. Understanding these mistakes and taking action now is the first step to breaking free and building the future you've always wanted. And let's dive into the first sign. But before we start, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, because the next videos will bring a series of content that will help you take your financial life to the next level. The first sign is, don't spend more than you earn. Imagine you receive an allowance of 10 coins every month. If you spend all 10 coins at once and even borrow more, you'll have to return 15 coins next month because of interest. It may seem like a good plan at first, but soon you'll realize that you're always owing more than you have, and the debt keeps growing like a snowball. This is exactly what happens when we spend more than we earn. It feels easy at the beginning but traps us in a difficult cycle to escape. The advice is simple. Control your expenses, enjoy what you have without excess, and save a little for the future. That way, if an emergency arises, you'll be prepared and won't need to rely on loans that only increase your debt. The second sign is, diversify your sources of income. Imagine you have a tree that produces apples, and every day you pick some to eat. But what if one day that tree stops bearing fruit? If you rely only on it, you'll run out of food. Now, think if you had several trees. One with oranges, another with bananas, and even one with avocados. Even if one stops producing, you'll still have others to sustain you. The same applies to money. Depending on a single salary is risky. If something goes wrong, your financial security disappears. That's why it's important to create multiple streams of income, like small businesses, investments, or side jobs. This way, you ensure more stability and are better prepared for unforeseen events. The third sign is, invest in financial education. Understanding how money works is essential for making good decisions and achieving financial independence. Financial education teaches you how to manage your expenses, save effectively, invest wisely, and plan for the future. The more you learn about finances, the more confident you become in making important decisions, such as where to invest your money or how to avoid debt. This knowledge helps you avoid common mistakes and take better advantage of investment opportunities. It's never too early or too late to start learning about finances. The more you know, the closer you'll be to achieving your financial goals. The fourth sign is, take calculated risks. Investing always involves some level of risk, but avoiding it entirely can limit your financial growth. The key is learning how to identify and assess these risks carefully. This means understanding what's at stake, calculating potential losses and gains, and only making decisions when you feel confident in the outcomes. It's not about acting on impulse but being strategic. Diversifying your investments is a great way to minimize risks by spreading your money across different sectors and assets. This way, even if one area experiences losses, others can compensate and ensure good returns. So, taking risks is part of the process, as long as they are well calculated. Have you heard about this sign before? Did you know this existed? Drop a comment if you've experienced it yourself or know someone who has. I'll help you out in the comments. The fifth sign is, prioritize paying off your debts. Imagine you're carrying a backpack full of stones. Every time you delay paying a debt, another stone is added, making it heavier. At first, it might not feel that bad, but over time, it becomes harder to move forward. Debts, especially those with high interest rates, work the same way. The longer you wait, the bigger the debt grows, and the harder it is to get out of it. The solution is to start with the debts that have the highest interest rates, removing the heaviest stones from your backpack. As you pay off each one, the load lightens, and you regain financial control, making it easier to move towards your goals. The sixth sign is, do your own research. Imagine you're buying a new bike, and a friend recommends a specific store. It sounds like a good idea to follow his advice, but after doing your own research, you find another store with cheaper and better bikes. It's the same with finances. Blindly trusting what others say can get you into trouble. Everyone has different realities and goals, so it's essential to do your own research before investing or making financial decisions. Study your options, understand the market, and know exactly where you're putting your money. This prevents unpleasant surprises and increases your chances of success. Being well informed is like having a map. You know exactly where you're going and the best path to get there. The seventh sign is, don't spend to impress others. Many people fall into the trap of spending money just to show off a lifestyle they can't afford. This practice is dangerous because it creates a cycle of meaningless consumption and often leads to debt accumulation. The problem is that by focusing on pleasing others, you lose sight of your own financial goals. Instead, focus on using your money strategically, investing in what truly matters for your future. Remember, financial success is personal and doesn't need external approval. Focus on building solid wealth and achieving financial freedom without worrying about what others think. The 8th sign is, invest to make your money work for you. Leaving money sitting in your checking account is like storing seeds in a drawer. They won't grow or multiply. For your money to grow, you need to make it work through investments. Applying it to stocks, real estate, or other assets with growth potential ensures that, over time, you'll reap the rewards. The sooner you start, the better, as the power of compound interest helps your capital grow faster. The key is to choose investments aligned with your financial goals and maintain consistency over time. With proper planning, your money can multiply and provide a more secure and peaceful future. The 9th sign is, understand investments before taking action. Investing without fully understanding what you're doing is like driving on an unknown road without a map or GPS. It might seem like you're on the right track, but it's easy to get lost and end up with losses. Before investing your money, it's essential to study the assets and understand the risks involved. Analyze whether the investment aligns with your goals, timeline, and risk tolerance. Thorough research also helps you avoid traps and false promises of quick profits. This way, you make more informed decisions and increase your chances of achieving positive returns. Patience and knowledge are your greatest allies when it comes to investing safely. The 10th sign is, create a clear financial plan. Imagine you are going on a long trip. Without a map or itinerary, it's easy to get lost along the way, overspend, and end up somewhere that wasn't your intended destination. The same applies to your finances. Without a clear financial plan, you risk losing control of your spending and failing to reach your goals. Creating a plan means setting specific goals, like buying a house, traveling, or retiring early, and outlining the steps to achieve them. With a well-structured budget, you know exactly where your money is going and can adjust the course when needed. Tracking your progress regularly is like checking if you're still on the right path, ensuring your financial dreams become a reality. The 11th sign is, avoid impulse buying. Imagine you walk into a store just to take a look, and suddenly leave with bags full of items you didn't plan to buy. This is what happens with impulse purchases. You spend without thinking, only to later wonder if you really needed those things. While this habit may seem harmless, it can disrupt your budget and hinder your financial goals. Before buying anything, ask yourself if the purchase is truly necessary and if it aligns with your objectives. Give yourself time to reflect, and if it still feels worth it, proceed mindfully. This way, you avoid regret and keep your money focused on what truly matters in the long run. The 12th sign is, leverage the power of time in investments. Time is one of the greatest allies in building wealth. Investing early, even with small amounts, allows your money to grow over the years through the power of compound interest. This means you earn interest not only on your original investment but also on the accumulated interest. The earlier you start, the greater your wealth will grow. Delaying investments can result in missed opportunities. You don't need large sums to begin. Discipline and consistency are more important. With patience and a solid strategy, time will work to multiply your money and bring you closer to financial freedom. The 13th sign is, keep personal and business finances separate. If you own a business or are an entrepreneur, mixing personal and business finances can create a lot of confusion. Without this separation, it becomes difficult to determine if the business is truly profitable and to manage your personal expenses effectively. Additionally, business problems can directly impact your personal life, putting your personal assets at risk. Keeping separate accounts helps with organization, simplifies accounting, and allows for clearer decision-making. It also reduces the risk of legal and tax issues. With this separation, you gain a precise view of both personal and business finances, enabling better planning for the future. The 14th sign is, protect yourself financially with insurance. Imagine you're driving, and suddenly a tire blows out in the middle of the road. If you have a spare tire and tools, you can solve the problem and continue your journey. Now, think about what would happen if you didn't have those tools. The trouble would be much greater. Insurance works the same way. It's the spare tire for your finances. Having life, health, and other types of financial protection prevents unexpected events from turning into major crises. For example, a medical emergency without insurance could lead to massive debt. With the right protections in place, you ensure security for yourself and your family, facing unforeseen situations with more peace of mind and financial stability. The 15th sign is, don't be overly conservative with investments. Investing only in safe options might seem like a comfortable choice, but it can limit your wealth growth over time. Fixed income, for example, offers stability, but its returns can be low and, in some cases, might not even keep up with inflation. To achieve better results, it's essential to diversify. mixing safer investments with others that offer higher risk and potential returns, such as stocks or real estate funds. This balance allows you to benefit from growth opportunities without compromising all your security. Remember, being too conservative can keep you farther from your long-term financial goals. The 16th sign is, maintain a good credit history. Having a good credit history is essential to access financial opportunities with better conditions. Banks and financial institutions evaluate your payment behavior to determine if you are reliable for loans and financing. With a positive credit history, you can secure lower interest rates and more favorable terms, saving money in the long run. To maintain healthy credit, pay your bills on time, avoid delays, and stay within your credit card limits. Regularly monitoring your credit history also helps prevent surprises and identify errors that could harm your score. Good credit opens doors and makes it easier to achieve important projects, such as buying a home or starting a business. The 17th sign is, protect yourself from inflation. Inflation is the continuous rise in prices that, over time, reduces the purchasing power of your money. If you keep money without investing, it will lose value, and what buys a product today may not be enough in the future. To protect yourself from inflation, it is important to invest in assets that keep up with or exceed rising prices, such as stocks, real estate, or inflation-linked funds. These investments help preserve and even grow your wealth over time. Ignoring inflation is a common mistake that can compromise your financial planning. So ensure your money is in assets that guarantee constant appreciation to safeguard your future. The 18th sign is, avoid high-cost loans. Loans with high interest rates, such as credit cards and overdrafts, can quickly turn into debts that are hard to repay. While they may seem like a quick solution for emergencies, the accumulated interest makes the balance grow larger and more challenging to manage. Always prioritize paying off these debts to prevent them from spiraling out of control. If you need credit, look for alternatives with lower interest rates, such as personal loans or structured financing. Avoiding high-cost loans is essential for maintaining financial health and ensuring that your money is used to build wealth, not to pay excessive interest. The 19th sign is, don't neglect tax planning. Imagine you're building a house and, at the end, realize you could have saved half of the materials with better planning. The same applies to your taxes. Without good tax planning, you may end up paying more than necessary. Using legal strategies, such as deductions and exemptions, helps reduce your tax burden and increase your net income. For example, investing in private pensions or specific funds can provide tax benefits. Planning your taxes isn't about avoiding what you owe, but about optimizing your resources intelligently. This way, you keep more money in your pocket to reinvest or reach your goals faster. The 20th sign is, don't follow the crowd blindly. Following what everyone else is doing might seem safe, but it's not always the best choice for your financial situation. Many times, the majority's decisions are impulsive and based on trends, which can lead to risky or unprofitable investments. Each person has different financial goals, and what works for others might not work for you. That's why it's essential to develop an independent mindset and conduct your own research and analysis. Make decisions based on facts and long-term strategies, instead of being swayed by momentary enthusiasm. This ensures that your choices are always aligned with your goals and needs. The 21st sign is, watch out for hidden costs. Investments and financial services often come with fees and expenses that aren't immediately obvious. These hidden costs, such as management fees, brokerage commissions, or custody charges, can significantly reduce your returns over time. It's essential to carefully read contracts and understand all expenses involved before investing or signing up for financial services. Comparing different options is also an effective way to avoid excessive fees. This helps you stay focused on results and prevents small expenses from eating into your profits, ensuring your wealth grows efficiently and sustainably. The 22nd sign is, don't delay estate planning. Estate planning is essential to ensure that your assets are transferred smoothly and without complications to your heirs. Many people avoid discussing this topic because it can be sensitive, but postponing the decision can lead to conflicts and legal challenges in the future. Creating a will and organizing the distribution of your assets prevent family disputes and ensure that your wishes are respected. Additionally, estate planning can help reduce costs and taxes associated with inheritance. Taking care of this aspect is a way to protect your family and ensure that your assets are distributed as planned, without unexpected surprises or complications. The 23rd sign is, don't invest in high-risk assets without an emergency fund. Imagine you're sailing in the open sea and decide to face a storm, believing you'll manage just fine. But without a life vest, any mistake could turn disastrous. Investing in high-risk assets without having an emergency fund is like driving without a seatbelt. If something goes wrong, you may be forced to sell your investments at unfavorable times, losing money. An emergency fund covering 3 to 6 months of essential expenses provides financial protection and peace of mind. This way, you can invest with greater confidence, knowing you're prepared to handle unforeseen events without jeopardizing your wealth. The 24th sign is, don't lend money without a contract. Lending money to friends or family can be tricky, but without a clear contract, this help can quickly become a problem. Even with good intentions, misunderstandings about repayment terms and deadlines are common. Formalizing the loan in writing ensures that both parties understand the agreement, protecting the relationship and preventing future conflicts. A contract also makes it easier to collect payments if necessary, without making it feel like a personal offense. Treating the loan professionally helps maintain trust and ensures that everyone is aligned with the agreed terms from the start. The 25th sign is, avoid relying solely on fixed income. Fixed income investments are known for their safety, but limiting yourself to this type of investment can restrict your wealth growth. Although they carry lower risk, their returns are usually modest and, in many cases, may not even outpace inflation. To achieve better financial results, it is essential to diversify your investments, including assets with higher growth potential, such as stocks, real estate funds, and others. This diversification creates a balance between security and growth, allowing you to take advantage of various opportunities without compromising your financial stability. The strategy is to adjust your resource allocation according to your goals and investor profile. The 26th sign is, keep personal finances separate from your spouse's. Having individual accounts and financial plans, even in a relationship, helps prevent conflicts and brings clarity about each person's responsibilities. Separating finances allows each individual to maintain autonomy and control over their money, while also avoiding unpleasant surprises like unshared debts. This doesn't imply a lack of trust, but rather a healthy way of managing money. A joint financial plan for shared goals, such as vacations or major purchases, can coexist with separate accounts for personal expenses. This way, both partners maintain transparency and financial balance within the relationship. The 27th sign is, avoid buying assets that depreciate quickly. Investing in consumer goods that lose value over time, such as luxury cars or expensive electronics, can hinder your ability to build wealth. These items tend to depreciate rapidly and, in most cases, provide no financial return. Instead, it's smarter to direct your money toward assets that appreciate or generate income, like real estate, stocks, or real estate funds. Prioritizing this type of investment allows your wealth to grow over time and work in your favor. Remember, the focus should be on acquiring assets that increase in value or contribute to your long-term financial growth. The 28th sign is, don't be influenced by sensationalist financial news. Imagine you hear news saying everyone is buying a specific stock, and without a second thought, you decide to do the same. A few days later, the price drops drastically, and you realize you acted on impulse. Financial news can create panic or short-term euphoria, but making investment decisions based solely on this information can be risky. It's important to remember that solid financial decisions are based on long-term strategies, not fleeting trends. Before reacting to sensational headlines, conduct thorough research and stay focused on your goals. This way, you avoid acting emotionally and ensure your choices are consistent and well-founded. The 29th sign is, don't delay estate planning. Estate planning is essential to ensure your assets are distributed according to your wishes and without legal complications for your heirs. Many people avoid this topic, but failing to plan can lead to family disputes and high tax costs. Drafting a will and defining how your assets will be divided eliminates uncertainty and prevents future problems. Additionally, well-structured succession strategies can reduce the tax burden, preserving more of your wealth for your family. Taking care of this planning is a responsible way to ensure your inheritance provides security and peace of mind for your loved ones. Well, we're almost at the final sign, but before we get there, I noticed you haven't given this video a like yet. That's really important to help YouTube continue recommending our content to you, and it allows us to keep helping you. So, go ahead and give this video a like, it's free. The 30th sign is, believe in the power of continuous learning. The financial world is constantly changing, and staying updated is essential for making increasingly strategic decisions. Continuously learning about investments, financial management, and new opportunities allows you to adjust your actions as market conditions evolve. Financial knowledge is cumulative. The more you learn, the easier it becomes to understand complex concepts and avoid common mistakes. Additionally, seeking advice from experts and engaging in relevant courses and readings strengthens your ability to reach your goals. Financial success isn't just about money. It's about being well prepared for any situation that may arise along the way. Did you notice how some habits can drain your money? If you keep doing the same things as always, you might end up stuck in the same place, constantly trying to get out of debt and never building wealth. It's like running in circles, always chasing losses. But now you know what you need to do. Cut the mistakes, change your habits, and make smarter decisions with your money. Remember, every choice counts. You don't have to get it all right at once. but starting today is what will make the difference in the long run. So, let's take the first step right now. Don't put it off, because every minute matters. Thank you for watching this video all the way through. If you enjoyed these tips, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with people you care about. That way, everyone can walk this journey together, and stay tuned for more content. See you in the next video.